Hi, and welcome to my video about how to best use a Dimplex Quantum RF series. The difference between the RF series and the usual Quantums, Quantum 125, QM125, QM100, QM70, QM50 and the QM150, is these ones have the letters RF after their model number. So that would be the QM150 RF, the QM125 RF, the QM100 RF, the QM70 RF, and the QM050 RF. The easy way to identify the difference between these models is the flap at the top. As you can see, this flap doesn't have a little window in it. The ones with the window in it are not the RF series. This one here is a Quantum 125 non-RF, so it doesn't have the letters RF at the end. As you can see, it has a little window in the flap, so it is different. The main difference of these heaters between the non-RF and the RF versions is the time and temperature is locked together on an RF series. So if you turn an RF series up or down, the next day the temperature will revert back to what it's programmed to be. So I can go through and show you how the user interface is different to the other videos that I have based on the QM non-RF version. First of all, we need to turn the heater on. So we need, at the bottom right are two switches. One supplies the off-peak electricity to charge up the bricks, and the other one runs the user interface, thermostat, programmer, room thermostat, etc. Now that it's turned on, it shall boot up. So we need to lift the flap. Now this one hasn't been set up already, so it's still got the plastic film on it. It's daylight saving rule is the first question, as it's going to be commissioned. So to do that, you just press that, and then that enters into the date and time. So it's the 28th of September 2021, and the time is 15:55, which is correct. So to set that, you just jump through, and then you can enable the sound for each press or have it disabled, so I'll enable it. Okay, so the factory setting coming out the factory is set to user timer at 21 degrees. So there's different ways we can have this. We can have it on different modes. So we press the menu button and we go down to modes. Timer mode, and then home all day, out all day, or away. I'll go through these in different videos. Today we'll focus on home all day. Home all day, if you press select, you'll get a nice big tick. There we go. So we've now selected home all day. But what does that mean? Menu, modes, timer mode, home all day, and we'll go to modify, or preview if you just want to have a look, but we'll go to modify and change it. So it's set on Tuesday, because today is Tuesday, and it has 4 periods, periods 1 to 4. Now, out of the factory, period 1 is the only one that's active, and that's set from 8 AM to 9 PM at 21 degrees. 21 degrees is the government recommended temperature for a lounge, and bedroom is 18. So for the purposes of this test, we're just going to change it down to 18. Okay, so that's now set for 18 degrees from 8 AM till 9 PM. Now we've pressed save, we've moved to period 2, which as you can see isn't used, because it's set from 9 PM to 9 PM at 21 degrees. Period 3, the same. Period 4, the same. So the only period that's being used is period 1 from 8 AM till 9 PM. Now we move over to Wednesday. As you can see, it's set to 21. So if you turned it down to 18 on the Wednesday, the next day, Thursday, it would go back to 21. So to maintain an 18-degree temperature, we have to change it. But once it's set up, that's okay. Now we don't need periods 2 to 4, so we can skip those. And then we go to Thursday. Period 1, 21 degrees, so we go down. And then change it to 18. And then skip the 3 periods, so we don't need period 2, 3 or 4. And then go scroll through to Friday, change it to 18 from 21. And then skip the 3 periods we don't need. And then Saturday, bring it down to 18 from 8 AM till 9 PM. And then period 2 to 4, skip. And then Sunday, bring it to 18. And then skip the 3 periods we don't need. And then period 4 we don't need. And then Monday, bring it down to 18. And then skip the 3 periods. We should get to Tuesday where it should be 18 because we started on the Tuesday and there it is, 18. So that's how to reprogram your Dimplex Quantum RF series model. If your user interface or screen doesn't look anything like this, please check out the other videos in this playlist. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.